Sometimes it can feel like our professional aspirations are opposing priorities with our fitness and health-oriented priorities, and thus it becomes very easy to start falling off on fitness and feeling like it's impossible without taking away from business, only to later find that we hit a stalemate in our business due to our health becoming a limitation. So today I want to talk about how we can leverage the amazing mindset that Allah has blessed us with in our businesses and our professions to be goal-oriented high achievers, and leverage this mindset to actually help us become better in our deen, better in our fitness, and better even in our family life, which I know that those three things can seem like a distraction from business, astaghfirullah, but we've all felt that way at times where it's like, oh, I'm in momentum with business, but I have to go pray, not realizing that the barakah in your business comes from Allah. The tawfiq, the ability to take action, and the result of those actions all comes from Allah. It's easy to forget that because shaitan will use anything he can against us. If he makes some people unmotivated and in the wrong mindset, he takes us and our success and our abundance and tries to magnify it into arrogance. And so we as Muslims, we need to leverage the tools that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us within our deen to achieve an even greater level of success across both deen and dunya, because your dunya success will 1000% go up when Allah puts his barakah in it. And surprisingly, you actually need to focus on your ibadah. Now, what exactly do I mean? Well, let's say you have a specific professional target. Let's say you want to open up X amount of businesses, you want to expand to X amount of countries, etc., if you're in that phase of your business. Maybe you're in a certain profession and you want to make the top level of your company or your hospital or your law firm or whatever it may be, or you just want to level up or get a new certification within whatever, if you're in software, whatever it may be, or maybe in your business, you're just trying to get to the point where you can buy your time back and have, more employees, or you already have employees, but you're really stressed out. I mean, there's so many different phases of business and profession. So whatever your goal is, I want you to just think to yourself, what is my goal? And as you're thinking about it, you're thinking about the different stresses and pressures and struggles that you go through, the things that you wish you had more energy to just drive through and overcome and get done. I want you to think about the fact that if you had more energy, if you had the same energy levels you had in your early 20s with the wisdom and mindset that you have today, you would be unstoppable by the permission of Allah. I also want you to remember a time in your business where everything was flowing so smoothly, your business or your career, where everything was flowing so smoothly and you knew that you had Allah's barakah inside of that. Now, I want you to combine that with the youthful energy levels of your 20s, the wisdom that you have now, you at your peak mental state and mindset, and on top of that, when your family was in harmony. Because we all know if you get in an argument with your wife, you can't focus on business all day long. If one of your kids is having problems, that takes up a lot of your attention. If one of your family members is having problems, you're thinking about that family member. When you have those disagreements, everything else. These conflicts and these issues in our family dynamics and relationships affect us in business too. So the reality is, even though it can feel like these are all four opposing priorities and there's not enough time in the day to take care of all of them, that's the scarcity mindset. That's the competitive mindset. And competitive is good in some ways, but we mean competitive as in you think that all these things are scarcely pulling at each other and competing with each other for your time and energy, when in reality they can all work synergistically by the permission of Allah. And so that's where we start first, is in our ibadah. One of my teachers shared with me from Surah An-Nur, ayah number 35 through 38, and was talking about how when we pray in the masjid, we're seeking Allah's nur, and we're hoping for his reward, and we're hoping to be rewarded according to the best of our actions, as opposed to, whatever the alternative. I mean, he didn't say the opposed to part, but I would just stick to myself, right? So may Allah reward us according to the best of our actions and forgive us for the worst of our actions. And guess what? In ayah number 38, Allah says that Allah rewards or provides for us limitlessly as he wills, right? And you can go check out those ayat, and my teacher phrased it a lot better. I'm just trying to convey what he had said and convey these ayat to you. But that really motivated me to start doing more salat in the masjid, because I realized that, you can pray at home. That's fine. At least you're praying your 5 prayers, but why do the bare minimum? That's not the mindset you want to have in business, nor is it the mindset you want to have anywhere else. How you do one thing is how you do everything. But beyond even just that, the mental benefits is the barakah, because you could do everything right in your business, have the best mindset, be the smartest, hardest working person ever, have every opportunity. But if Allah does not put barakah and Allah does not will, then you're not going to make it. Versus you could have every odds stacked against you. You could have a mental disability. There's plenty of successful people with mental disorders and disabilities who had every opportunity stacked against them, born in a poor country, in a poor family, surrounded by, poverty mindsets, no skill sets, no education, who made it. Why? Because Allah willed for it. It was qadr Allah. Everything is qadr Allah, just like how there's plenty of smart people who are stuck never making it. And so ultimately, let's focus on the positive expectations of Allah and look at the evidence of what Allah can provide for someone when Allah wills to provide for somebody limitlessly as he wills. And there's evidences in the Quran. And again, I'm just conveying from my teachers. I'm not an Islamic expert. I'm just a, business. I'm not even a business coach. I'm just a businessman. But I'm a mindset coach and a fitness coach. And what I've learned from coaching people across various areas is when we get people fit, just fit alone, and a little bit better about their habits with our ibadah, because we work on habits, lifestyle, all that stuff, people's businesses go up, their family life goes up, everything goes up, their ibadah goes up because they're fit, they have energy, their lifestyle, their schedule, everything is more dialed in. And so just in coaching around fitness and mindset around fitness and habits and healthy lifestyle, I've seen guys get tremendous boosts in every area of their life. So imagine what happens when you dial in your ibadah and your fitness. So fitness-wise, I talk about that all the time, but of course, when you have more energy, more focus, more discipline, you're in a better mental state, you've built up better habits, lifestyle, time management, and just stacking wins, and you're constantly feeling good because your fitness and your health are on point, and you're doing it in a time-efficient way that works with your schedule around your business, as opposed to taking away, because in that case, of course, it's going to take away, but you make it time efficient, you make it easy, you make it low impact, you make it energy boosting versus energy draining, and you get that second boost. The third one's with your family. Now, this is an area where I have very little expertise. You've probably been married for longer than I have, but at the end of the day, as a father, as, a husband, experiencing these things with raising kids and being married and all that stuff, I know that when I'm in a better mood because my ibadah is on point, there's barakah in my business, there's barakah in my life, there's barakah in my family, and I'm fit, my mood is better, my energy is better, I'm taking care of myself, and I've created space and filled my cup, I'm better with my family, and when I'm better with my family, the relationships are better, business always goes better as well. So it's just the mindset of a high performer. High performance habits, high performance mindset, high performance lifestyle. And at the end of the day, from there, it's about working hard in your business, having mentors, having skill set acquisition and knowledge accumulation, and building your mindset as well, in addition to taking care of yourself in all these different quadrants. And of course, invest in knowledge in every single way. Whatever area you're most deficient in, invest in coaching, knowledge, accountability, structure, and environments in those areas to improve yourself. Because the more you grow, the more results you can produce by the permission of Allah. And Allah is also responsible for how much you grow, how much action you take, what opportunities come to you. So start with dua, start with ibadah, start with being dialed in, read Surah Al-Baqarah as often as you can. It's another tip that my business / Islamic coach / teacher. Yes, he does both. MashaAllah. May Allah bless Brother Imran for what he does. But at the end of the day, these are the tips that he gave me that tremendously helped. A tip I actually got 2 years ago was start praying tahajjud. And I've noticed that every successful man that I know who's a good Muslim prays tahajjud, goes to Fajr at the masjid, without exception. Like, I'm trying to think of an exception. I can't think of an exception. I'm sure there's probably exceptions, but, all the ones who I know are dialed in. Like today at the masjid, 2 of the most successful business owners I know, I saw them at Fajr at the masjid. Allahu Akbar, right? It doesn't guarantee that if you go there, you're going to, make a ton of money. But if you're making a certain amount of money right now and you start upping your ibadah, then by Allah's permission, you're definitely going to see some barakah increase in some area of your life, probably all of them. Bi'idhnillah. So may Allah bless us in all the areas of our lives. If I said anything wrong, it was from shaitan. If I said anything good, it was from Allah. And at the end of the day, may Allah forgive us for our shortcomings and help us to all seek and gain knowledge, the mindset, the skill sets, everything to be the most successful we can be in both this life and the next. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. And inshallah, I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.